Hey YouTube, Sam here. I got a pair of clippers here that got left out and got rusty. I had them hanging in one of my different sheds where I thought they'd be alright, but they got all rusty. And it's just a cheap pair of clippers. These things aren't anything but Walmart probably clippers. Anyhow, I was in the middle of doing it and I decided I was going to show you how I do it. And it's probably not the way a lot of people do it, but it works, so it's the way I do it, and I don't care if they're sharp enough to cut paper. As you can see, I just pulled the nut and bolt out of here. That's pretty self-explanatory. Get a wrench and do it. Anyhow, this is the flat side, so you don't want to be putting any bevels on here or anything like that. I got my handy dandy grinder here that I fixed in another video, so go check that video out. How you can fix a grinder. I got 2 or 3 of them actually going to be coming out about this. Anyhow, just gonna take it, keep it as flat as possible. Using a flap disc, definitely want to use a flap disc. Don't use an actual grinding stone, or that'll just grind right into it. So these flap discs seem to work pretty good. It's I don't even know what grit it is. 36 grit is what I got on here. There's some lighter ones. You might want to go a little bit lighter, but that's what's on here. But anyhow, gonna do this flat. Don't do that. Oh well. Like I said, it's just a cheapy one. I'm going to flip it around. This side has the bevel on it. So I'm going to clean this off, keep it fairly flat, and then work on the bevel. You can see where it's dirty at, and obviously where I've cleaned it off. Now you don't want to just grind in a spot. Like I noticed that it just kind of hit that edge, so I kind of tipped it up a little bit more and got more of a flat edge on it. You just want to put the same edge back into it that it had on it before. Nothing more. At the end I'll probably tip it a little bit more and put an extra little grind on there. And these are pretty ugly, so I know this will help them for last a little bit longer, and I'll probably have to get a new pair here down the road because they are definitely starting to bend. You could probably stop right there, but I am going to grab a file and just kind of run along that edge a little bit. Alright, well, I got this file. I don't even know exactly what it is, but I believe these were mainly used for like saws, like actual hand saws. Anyhow, I'm going to kind of just go along this, turn it at a bit of an angle. You can kind of tell where the angle is here, and I'm just going to stick with it and just put it back to where it was before I ever bought it. Oh, it's definitely getting sharp. And get this end where I kind of nicked it with the grinder. That'll probably do. And then on this one, basically I just got to clean it off. If you look, There's kind of a slight edge. It's kind of that direction. But it's just slight right here. But it doesn't really have too much of a cutting edge or anything on it. Basically, this kind of chops up right against here, and it's this part that makes the cut. And you can kind of feel I got a little bit of a burr on the back here, which is what you want. As soon as I put these together, this will actually kind of take that burr off and should cut out right. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up, and that's what all it takes really to do that. You could do the whole thing with a file if you want to take the time to do that, but really the only part you really have to worry about, the only reason why I even ground it was just to kind of get some of the rust off, but the only real place you need to really worry about is this cutting edge. You get that sharp, and it doesn't matter how rusty these things are, they're going to go. Alright, for those of you who question whether or not it'll work, first cut, this is right after I sharpened them. Ooh, they work. Here, let's try something harder. Alright, let's try something a little harder here. Kind of more of a normal thing here. Oh, they work. Alright, and I know it's not how everybody do it, but that's how I did it, and it's a quick, easy way to do it. This is Sam, Jack of all, Master none. Y'all have a good one.